What is going on, Mike Mafia? Your boy, TheFlightmike, back again with some more NBA news. Now, before we get to today's video, guys, I have a pretty cool announcement for y'all. I don't know if you guys have been rocking with me for that long, but I initially built this channel by playing NBA 2K. A lot of you guys have been asking me to return to my roots, and I figured the best medium to do that on is on Twitch. So if you want to go and follow me on twitch.tv/Flightmike, we can run some games of NBA 2K together and even do some wagers on my team. All I'm asking for, though, is since it's been a while since I've streamed on Twitch, please follow me and turn on notifications, because the last time I tried to stream, we got like 10 people up in there, which means if you want to play me in 2K, you'll have a good chance of doing it if you follow me on Twitch. Also, make sure you're subscribed to my backup channel. We still have 2 strikes on this channel. Fingers crossed, man, that we get this all worked out. And without further ado, let's get to today's video, man. I have some pretty interesting news, and I think this is really comical. Honestly, I think this is hysterical, because no one is cool with being a backup plan. Nobody is fine with that. And essentially what the Los Angeles Lakers are doing here is just that. And I'll tell you what I'm talking about, man. So for those of you guys that don't know, the Los Angeles Lakers recently cut DeMarcus Cousins, and they are rumored to be trying to make a signing soon. And as time progresses forward, everybody's saying that signing might be Dion Waiters. Now, there's some familiarity between Dion Waiters, LeBron James, and Rob Pelinka. LeBron James and Dion Waiters were teammates for a period of time before in a trade to the OKC Thunder, and I think that trade brought back J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the interesting thing is, J.R. Smith is still linked to the Los Angeles Lakers, and pretty much there is kind of like a debate: who should the Lakers go after? Should they go after LeBron James's old teammate J.R. Smith, or should they go after the teammate that was shipped out in favor for J.R. Smith and Dion Waiters? For those of you guys that don't know, I'll give you a little bit of a background on Dion Waiters. So Dion Waiters was the number 4 pick in the NBA draft over, I can't believe this, but he was drafted over Damian Lillard. He was drafted over Andre Drummond. He was drafted over Harrison Barnes. Like, he was the number 4 pick. He was the 6th man off of on Syracuse, and for some reason the Cavs decided to reach for him because, I don't know, they thought he had tremendous potential and liked the way that he was able to create shots for himself. And for the first 4 years of his career, he was average at best for the Cleveland Cavaliers. His first 2 years, he averaged about 15 points per game. He eventually would regress when LeBron James would head to town to about 10 points per game, and he would get shipped off to OKC. After a brief stint in OKC, he would sign with the Miami Heat, and he would slightly revitalize his career in the 2016 to 2017 season, averaging 16 points per game. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, Dion Waiters' entire MO is literally just low efficiency, high volume scoring, which is good to have off of your bench, don't get me wrong, but it could also make you want to bang your head against the wall. So Dion is currently 28 years old. You know what we believe in this channel. A 28-year-old is typically entering his prime. And he was recently bought out by the Miami Heat after, getting in phenomenal shape and things were beginning to trend up for him. The Miami Heat cut him because he was considered to be disruptive to their culture, which I can't blame them. The Miami Heat have Jimmy Butler, who isn't nearly the star that a player like LeBron James or Anthony Davis is. So once you're in that type of situation, your culture means everything, especially if you only have one star on your team. You can't have distractions like Dion Waiters eating THC gummies on a plane and not being able to handle his edibles come and ruin the good thing you got going for yourself. So I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of signing Dion Waiters, and I'm going to tell you why the Lakers haven't signed Dion Waiters yet as well. So the pros are, Dion Waiters is a lifetime 35% three-point shooter, and he was knocking them down at a 37.7% clip for the Miami Heat last season. In 3 games this season, I know this is silly, but Dion Waiters hit the three-pointer at 47%. Now, that was for 3 games, but Dion Waiters would definitely give the Lakers another shot of offensive energy off of the bench. He could stretch the floor and offer some production when LeBron James is on the bench because, come on, let's be honest, any production from the Lakers when LeBron James is on the bench is a bonus. Now, after James and Anthony Davis, it's pretty scary to figure out who's going to be the X factor scorer for the Los Angeles Lakers in a 7-game series. Think about it. Is it going to be Avery Bradley? Do you think Rajon Rondo and Dwight Howard pick and roll will be able to dominate in the playoffs? What are the Lakers going to do once LeBron and Anthony Davis are gone? Because the Clippers have Lou Williams. The Clippers have Lou Williams that could come off of the bench and tear things up. They have Marcus Morris that could also score off of the bench. The Lakers do have Markieff Morris, but you don't want to bank on Markieff Morris, bro. But here's the thing, and here's the bad thing. Dion Waiters has a ridiculous amount of team suspensions. He has as many team suspensions this year as games played this year. And he was initially given a team-sanctioned timeout for conduct unbecoming of a role player. And pretty much he was just whining on the bench and not showing up to a mandatory weigh-in. And he also had a bunch of controversial moments with social media and an issue with a potent THC gummy, which just made things worse. It's such a bad look. I know that the league is like trending towards marijuana advocacy, especially with Kevin Durant coming out today and saying that he advocates for athletes using marijuana. But eventually, the Miami Heat would waive him. They would cut him in favor for Andre Iguodala, and now he's a free agent. Now, personal issues aside, the Lakers would also have to worry about another player on the court that can shoot but doesn't necessarily get other players involved. The first player being Markieff Morris. So if you ask me, the Lakers primarily need a playmaker more than a scorer to truly allow LeBron James to load manage and relax until the playoffs. Now, the Lakers typically will roll out Avery Bradley to start the games and then throw in Rajon Rondo and Alex Caruso at the point guard position. Then Danny Green and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope will get minutes at the shooting guard position. But it gets really bad. But it doesn't really matter because LeBron James is the facilitator. If you can hit the open three, you're good. So whether the Lakers should sign Dion Waiters or someone else is up for debate. And I'm going to let you guys comment in the comment section down below if you think the Lakers should sign someone else other than Dion Waiters. I'm going to give you my opinion in about 5 seconds. I don't want my opinion to potentially, skew your opinion. And my opinion is that the Lakers shouldn't sign Dion Waiters. They shouldn't sign J.R. Smith. They should sign Mo Harkless. Mo Harkless is a great 3-and-D player that I would love to see the Lakers get their hands on. And I feel like the reason why the Los Angeles Lakers are currently not signing Dion Waiters is they're waiting until March 2nd to see what the buyout market looks like. They want to see who's going to be bought out, who's going to stay with their team, and who's going to leave their team. And my fingers are crossed that the New York Knicks eventually buy out Mo Harkless. I feel like that's the Lakers' top target. Mo Harkless would be very key in a 7-game series. You're talking about a player that has the potential to lock up another team's opposing best player when LeBron James goes to the bench. I'm not saying that he's an incredible defender, but his entire brand is based off of 3-and-D basketball. As a matter of fact, this year, Mo Harkless had a 2.4 defensive box plus minus when he was playing for the Los Angeles Clippers. He's not going to be a volume scorer. He's averaging something like really putrid, something like 5 points per game, but he's not going to be tasked with scoring. He attempts literally 4 field goals per game. You're pretty much getting Tony Allen at the small forward position in Mo Harkless. Now, the reason why I think this is so funny is, bro, we've all went to high school, or I'm sure some of you guys still have yet to go to high school. Nobody likes to be a backup plan. Have you ever gone to a girl and said, hey, listen, I'm totally down to take you on a date. I'm totally down to hang out. So long as your friend Jill isn't into me, I am so down to hang out with you. Have you ever seen a situation like that? That's why I think this is so absurd. I don't know why the Lakers would be vocal about this. I don't know why the Lakers would unveil this plan to anybody. I'm sure the demand for Dion Waiters isn't that great because otherwise he wouldn't still be a free agent, but still, why would you say that? That's my question. I thought that was absolutely hysterical. So, in my opinion, the reason why, and this is fact, the reason why the Lakers didn't sign Dion Waiters so far is they're waiting till the March 2nd buyout market deadline to hit, and then they'll have an understanding of who is available to them and who is not. They don't want to use that last spot too quickly. They don't want to be impulsive, and I'm sure Dion Waiters will be there. But at the same time, I feel like, and Dion Waiters will still be there. At the same time, I feel like the Lakers are hoping for Mo Harkless to be available. Tristan Thompson could be available too, but they have enough big men. There's no chance that the Lakers go after Tristan Thompson. In my opinion, the Lakers are targeting Mo Harkless, and this is just hysterical to me that they're saying, okay, guys, if nobody else is available, we're going after Dion Waiters, all right? Just want everyone to know our plan. We're going after Dion Waiters if Mo Harkless isn't available. So let me know in the comment section down below, should the Lakers sign J.R. Smith, Dion Waiters, Mo Harkless? Do you think the risk that comes with Dion Waiters, the fact that he hasn't really been on his best behavior this year, he's been doing some really weird stuff, and the fact that the Miami Heat had to end up cutting him would affect the Los Angeles Lakers' chemistry down the line? Do you think the risk is worth it? Or do you think the Lakers should just go ahead and sign J.R. Smith, a player who's looking phenomenal in workouts, by the way? I'm your boy, TheFlightmike, and make sure you're following your boy on Twitch, because I'm going to be trying to stream tonight, man. Later.